right, good morning, everybody. What's going on? There's so much to talk about. I got so much information here, and I've been going back and forth with people on Twitter, and I've been talking about this Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua situation, and a lot of people are saying to me, "Beeb, why you care so much about this? Why are you talking about this so much?" And I have to be honest. I just find it really fascinating that people are being told certain things that are totally false, and they've been fed contradictory statements by the main guy who's doing all the talking here recently is Eddie Hearn, right? And apparently everyone's on board now, but Eddie Hearn, who has no promotional involvement in the fight, all of a sudden is exercising some type of, or trying to exercise some type of leverage that he doesn't have. So let me just pull this up real quick right here, okay? Now everyone keeps talking about how this fight has to be in the UK, and you're hearing a lot of the virtue signaling out there by guys like Eddie Hearn and even Frank Warren, and I believe maybe Anthony Joshua does want it in the UK, but apparently in 2021 he didn't care if the fight was in the UK or not because both guys were supposedly working on this deal to have this fight in Saudi Arabia back in 2021. You could just read it right here. It says a highly anticipated bout between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is officially set for August 14th, 2021 in Saudi Arabia. Now, this was before that issue with Deontay Wilder arose, and then Tyson Fury had to fight that third fight with Deontay Wilder, which blocked this fight, right? And Eddie Hearn, it says here, was able to secure a $210 million US deal with Saudi Arabia for the fight. Okay, so if this fight had to be in the UK, or it's supposed to be in the UK, and even back then, I believe this is when Joshua, I think Joshua had the titles back then, if I'm not mistaken, or he may have just, I think he just may have, he possibly could have, I'm trying to remember, I think he still had the titles back then, so I think this would have been for Undisputed, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and think. But I think this would have been for Undisputed. I think this was before he lost to Usyk, I believe. So this would have been for Undisputed. And this would have been where they were both in their primes. So this is back in 2021 where they were both in their primes. They were both champions, I believe, at the time. And this would have been for Undisputed, right? It was a much bigger fight back then. If you think about it, right? It would have been there were titles on the line. Both guys were in their prime. Tyson Fury was undefeated at the time. And I believe Anthony Joshua was undefeated at the time as well. So this would have been a much bigger fight. This fight was at the pinnacle back in 2021, at least in my opinion, in most people's opinions. And lo and behold, they were getting ready to do the deal for Saudi Arabia. So if this fight had to be in the UK, or it has to be in the UK, then why were they trying to do the deal in Saudi Arabia when it was at the peak of its popularity, right? Ask yourself that. That's number one. So that's bullshit, right? And then you're hearing guys like Eddie Hearn say and make all these demands and saying that they have all this leverage and contract this, contract that, right? But let's take a look at another story that we have here, some more evidence here that says that Eddie Hearn is full of shit, right? And if anyone believes Eddie Hearn at this point, then they have to have double-digit IQ at this point if you're still listening and believing Eddie Hearn, all the hypocrisy, all the contradicting statements that he's made. So here it is. Let's add this to the evidence here that proves that Eddie Hearn's full of shit. So, but right here it says, Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn can't promote Fury versus Joshua, and their DAZN deals are why. right? And it goes on to quote both men confirming that they can't promote the fight, right? So it says the two most powerful promoters in the sport, Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, have gone on the record to say they cannot promote Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Not that they would rather not, they cannot. The biggest fight in boxing can make right now, and the two men who built their empires on nights exactly like it are locked out, right? They're locked out of it. The reason is a contract, and it tells you everything about where this sport is headed. So Warren told TalkSport that Queensberry's UK fights run under an exclusive deal with DAZN versus Joshua and is headed to Netflix global rights, a done deal since the spring, right? Says these two facts cannot live in the same building. In Warren's own words, if the fight is on Netflix, we couldn't promote it anyway. Hearn, he noted, is boxed into the same corner by Matchroom's own DAZN exclusivity. So if neither guy can promote the fight, right, and they're locked out of the fight, right, and they both admitted they're locked out of the fight, right, then they don't have a contract to do anything. They don't have a contract to do anything. The contract is between the fighters and Sella, right? Well, that's just, so they have no say in any of this. Just like Fury Magmudov was on Netflix, Frank Warren had no part in it. Just like Joshua versus Jake Paul was on Netflix, Eddie Hearn had no part in it, right? So they were making all these statements, and Frank Warren and Spencer Brown have since backed off those statements, and they've said, oh, it's up to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the one that makes the decision, right? Which ultimately, credit to Tyson Fury. You could say whatever you want about him, and you can criticize him all you want, but at the end of the day, at least he runs his own ship. Now, I don't know what Joshua's going to do at the end of the day. He seems to be letting Hearn do all the talking for him. Now, we've heard Joshua say at the post-fight press conference that he would rather the fight be in the UK, but he hasn't come out like Hearn and says it has to be in the UK. Eddie Hearn went as far as saying that it would be a breach of contract if it wasn't in the UK. Well, let's take a look at what Eddie Hearn said back in April regarding contracts, right? Let's take a look at that. If we can. Let me pull this up real quick. Give me a second. Just bear with me here. I have to find this on my Twitter feed. And I will show you what Eddie Hearn said back in April. Okay, here we go. Pull this up quick.
He's a mad boxing fan, and he knows that fight in the UK is historic. So I think he wants to give British fight fans something they'll remember forever. However, he's also the one paying the bill. So really, he's got to look at where that fight makes sense for the business and for them as well. Okay. So wherever it is, it is. It's not down to us to make those decisions.
Not you.
No, or AJ, or Tyson Fury.
Or Goldstar.
No, absolutely not.
Just
ultimately, we signed a contract to fight wherever we're told the fight is.
We signed a contract,
obviously, I think everybody
to fight wherever we're told the fight is.
But we'll see what transpires. Oh, it'd be unbelievable. I mean,
okay.
The fight's going to be mega. To do it in the UK would be really special. The location of that will be down to Turkey.
See?
I think
so again, that was back in April.
Boxing fan.
Okay?
And he knows that fight.
That was back in April. So ask yourself, what changed from then to now? Well, I'll tell you what changed from then to now. He found out, and he's pretending, these guys are pretending that they don't know where the fight's going to be. They're pretending that they didn't know that Netflix and Turkey Al-Sheikh wanted this fight in America. They're pretending all that, but they knew for a while now that was most likely going to happen. Okay? Because that's what Netflix wanted. All right? And they're pretending that they didn't know. And I'll tell you what changed. Because any fight that's going to be done in America now, any major fight that Turkey and Sella are involved in, Zuffa's going to promote it. So this isn't about the fight being in the UK, as I showed you earlier, because it was going to be in Saudi back in 2021. Why? Because of the money, right? So now everyone falls in line here because they realize Frank's falling in line because he knows that's what Tyson Fury wants. He's going to get his percentage. You might as well get your percentage of a bigger share of the pie, right? If Fury's going to get a bigger purse, then your percentage is going to be bigger. But Eddie cannot let Zuffa get a leg up on him. This is all about Eddie's ego, okay? He's making it all about him and not the fighters. Now, it's up to Joshua. Joshua signed the contract. If he wants to pull out because Eddie advised him to, then it's not going to be Eddie's fault for blowing this fight. To me, this all falls down on Joshua, okay? So there was never a contract. What they most likely signed was a memorandum of understanding, a term sheet, okay? A letter of intent. There's no final draft. The final draft will be signed when the venue, the date, the time, and the place are all agreed to. And how could you even have an enforceable contract when one contract says the fighter's claiming that it has to be in the UK and the other fighter's saying it could be wherever it wants? And it wasn't just a coincidence that Fury was at the White House card, right, back in June, right? That wasn't a coincidence. Or was it? I think it was July, excuse me. Back in July, that wasn't a coincidence that all of a sudden he gets his visa, you know? Fury, he said he doesn't care where the fight is. He wants the fight to be where it's going to generate the most money, where it can make the most money. And Netflix is the one paying the bill, right? They're the ones putting up the rights fee. So it's going to be where Netflix wants it, right? There is no negotiation. And Eddie Hearn saying, oh, we're going to make it difficult for them. We're going to make it financially difficult for them to put the fight in. You're not going to do shit because you just said that you can't be involved in the fight. Right? Now if Joshua wants to allow you to act as a manager on his behalf, that's his decision. But at the end of the day, it's up to Joshua. If this fight doesn't happen, it's because Joshua doesn't want it to happen. It's that simple. He's the one that signed the contract with Sella, not Eddie Hearn. Because Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren admitted they cannot promote the fight. They are locked out of the fight. They cannot be involved in the fight. They've both admitted it. Okay? So you can't tell Turki Al-Sheikh or Sella what they're going to do with their event when you're locked out of it. Okay? So you have to use common sense. This isn't about tribalism. This isn't about picking a side. This is about deductive reasoning. If someone tells you they can't promote a fight and they're locked out of a fight, and then 6 to 8 weeks later they're telling you the exact opposite, then what's changed? You can't have it both ways. If you have an exclusivity deal with DAZN, you cannot promote a fight on Netflix. You've admitted it. Now you can loan your fighters out, right? Fighters can go anywhere they want if you allow them to, except if they have a deal with DAZN, like Joshua does have a deal with DAZN. Ryan Garcia did have a deal with DAZN, so they had to get permission from DAZN. But DAZN is fine with it. So even DAZN, your broadcaster that you have an exclusivity deal with, they're not complaining about the fight being on Netflix. They're not even complaining about the fight being in America. Okay? So you have to put two and two together here. This has nothing to do with these guys. It's all virtue signaling. They were going to do the fight in Saudi Arabia in 2021. I just showed you. Okay? I showed you that. So people can virtue signal. They could come up with this fake outrage. Everyone that's complaining about the fight being in the U.S., they're going to watch it anyways, right? When Canelo Crawford, let's take a look at the Canelo Crawford numbers here, right? And we'll compare them. We'll compare the two stadium fights here, right? Where you had Canelo versus Crawford, right? And then you had Canelo versus Saunders. You had 70,482 people at Allegiant Stadium. You had a 47 million gate. And then you had 73,000 in attendance in AT&T Stadium, and then you had a $9 million gate. Okay, so this is the deal. This is when you do a deal with Netflix, and people don't want to hear this, but this is when Dana White and Zuffa and TKO get involved, and they do a deal at Allegiant, and look at the third highest gate in boxing history. Okay, and everyone's saying, "Oh well, no one's gonna watch this fight in the UK, right? If it's in America." Well, Crawford, I'll pull up some more information here. Crawford Canelo, UK viewership. Okay? And this is between, okay? So let's pull this up. So this was a fight, okay, between two non-British fighters. And look, and you could read it right here that it claimed the #1 spot on Netflix charts within the UK and 29 other countries on fight night and all weekend, as a matter of fact. So this is between two American fighters, and it was on Netflix, and even in UK and in 29 other countries, it was claimed the #1 spot. So we have empirical data that shows that people will watch these fights in other countries early in the morning. Otherwise, it would not have claimed the #1 spot on Netflix. Two fighters, Canelo and Crawford, who aren't even British. Okay? And then let's talk about the live gate again. So let's make a comparative analysis, right? Let's take a look at Joshua Klitschko numbers, because that was, I think, the largest, if I'm not mistaken, that was the largest attendance and largest live gate in boxing in UK history, right? And let's take a look at the numbers, okay? And this is just about economics, guys. This is, again, everyone wants to make it personal. We're doing factual data numbers here, okay? Let's take a look here. This was back in 2017. Okay, you had a 90,000 seat stadium at Wembley, right? And the revenue for that fight, you had 90,000 people, and the revenue for that fight was 20 million. Adjusted for inflation today, that would be around 27 million. Okay? Now, compare and contrast that with the Canelo Crawford fight that had a gate of 70 million, and they did a $47 million gate. So you had 20 million more people at Wembley, but the gate did $20 million less, adjusted for inflation today. So again, this is just about dollars and cents. You're not going to tell me that if you put a fight in Vegas or Madison Square Garden and your ticket prices are 4 to 5 times more than they would be in the UK, you're not going to tell me the live gate isn't going to be bigger, right? So I honestly don't care where the fight is, because I'm going to watch it either way. I watch the Inoue fights at 6 in the morning. I get up at 2:30, 3 o'clock every day anyways. Maybe on the weekends I may get up at 5 or 6, because I work early. I'm an early riser. I don't care. So all these people complaining, crying, "Oh, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to do this." And then you have idiots saying, "Oh, I'm going to watch it on Fire Stick." So again, yeah, I said 20. I meant 20,000 people. Yeah, not, but 20 million more dollars. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. So you had 20,000 more people, but the fight with 20,000 less people did $20 million more in revenue. That's what I meant to say. If I didn't say that, that's what I meant to say. Thank you for the correction. Okay. So again, like when you're dealing with an economy 5 times larger than the UK, then of course you're going to generate more money fighting it in America. Does that mean boxing's more popular in America? No. It just means that the bigger fights, the marquee fights, when they're held in America, they generate more money than when they're fought in the UK. So that's why they want to do this fight in the US. Okay? That's why. because they can generate more money. So you go where the money goes, just like they were going to do in 2021. The money was in Saudi Arabia, so they were going to go to Saudi Arabia until Deontay Wilder exercised his rematch clause and did a temporary restraining order on their fight, and then Fury had to fight Wilder instead. Okay? So this fight's not about, having to be in the UK. This is about Eddie Hearn not wanting Zuffa Boxing to be involved in the fight. And if you're going to deal with Sella and Turki Al-Sheikh is the co-founder of Zuffa Boxing. Sella is the majority owner. They own 60% of Zuffa Boxing. So, of course, they're going to do things to benefit Zuffa Boxing because it's their company. And Eddie, if anyone wants to be mad at anybody, right? If you want to get involved in the tribal battle, you want to pick and choose sides, right? Then get mad at Turki Al-Sheikh. Because without Turki Al-Sheikh, Zuffa Boxing does not exist. Without Turki Al-Sheikh, Joshua Fury would not happen. Without Turki Al-Sheikh, this fight would not be in America. They would be forced, if they decided to fight and take less money, they would be forced to have the fight on DAZN, and it would be in the UK, and they would make substantially less money, right? So if they really wanted to do the fight for the UK fans, both fighters would take less money. It would be on DAZN, and they wouldn't be having Turki Al-Sheikh and Sella finance it, and it wouldn't be on Netflix. So that's the end of it. This is enough with the virtue signaling from Eddie Hearn, right? And even Frank Warren, he's kind of virtue signaling a little bit, but he realizes that in order for these guys to make the money that they want to make for the fight, it's going to have to be on Netflix, and it's going to have to be on Netflix in Turki Al-Sheikh's terms. So Eddie Hearn said that he cannot be involved in the fight. He said that the fight's contracted to be wherever Turki Al-Sheikh wants it. So anything he's telling you now is bullshit. And if you believe it, then you have a double-digit IQ. And I can't help you. I can't help you. I really can't help you if you want to continue to believe the bullshit that Eddie Hearn is spewing for you. And then you got all these other guys who want to play the tribalism game. Look, you're just siding with people who are against people you don't like. All right? So it's not about the fight. Just be honest. Just say, I've chosen a side. I don't like these people because they're an opposition to the people that I'm aligned with and I'm friendly with and I have a relationship with. And just call it a day. Just say you're biased because of your relationship and your connections with the opposition. So of course all these other people like Tony Bellew, because they're friends with Eddie Hearn, and again, I don't mind it, but these people don't have objective opinions. Okay? They don't have objective opinions. I'm going to watch the fight if it's on fucking Jupiter. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to watch it. And you're going to watch it too. Right? And you're not going to illegally stream it because everyone has Netflix. How many people, let's Google, how many people have Netflix in the UK? Have Netflix in the UK. Okay. Let's see. Take a look. Got a population of about 70 million in the UK. Okay. Let's see. How many people have Netflix? All right. So about 18 million people have Netflix in the UK. It's not about, again, you're allowing yourself to be gaslit. It does have everything to do with Zuffa. It's about cheating the UK fans. You never cried when they told you it was going to happen in Saudi Arabia. And they never cried when they told you it was going to happen in Saudi Arabia back in 2021. Again, you're allowing yourself to be gaslit because you've chosen a side. You've chosen a side. I just played you a video where Eddie Hearn said the fight is going to be wherever Turki Al-Sheikh wants it. And he only started caring about the fight being in UK when he realized Zuffa was going to be involved in it after Dana White said at the post-fight press conference at one of his events that he's going to promote the fight. Then you started hearing about the contract bullshit that doesn't exist. So stop allowing yourself to be manipulated. Stop allowing it. Doesn't matter Saudi has a 2-hour. You still stayed up and watched Canelo Crawford. It was the most watched event on Netflix in the UK that day and all weekend. Okay? They can't. I mean, you have to deal with reality. When I give you facts and data, you have to accept the facts and data. All right? Engage the argument. Don't engage me. Don't engage me. Engage the argument. Everything I showed you. Netflix has the data. They have the metrics. They saw that Crawford Canelo was the number one. Again, you're not engaging the argument. See what he says? You're not engaging the argument. That is not the argument. Crawford Canelo was the number one viewed event on Netflix in the UK, and it was watched at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning in the UK. They have data that shows that you guys will watch fights. You have to engage the argument. You're not engaging the argument. When you make it about me, you're disqualified. You can't refute the information. You have to disqualify yourself. Recuse yourself from the discussion because you're emotionally invested. If this was about my family, if my family was involved in this, I would recuse myself because I would be emotionally invested. I showed you data why Netflix wants this fight in America. No, you made it about you. You made it about you. Why was Crawford the number one viewed show on Netflix in the UK for that day and for the rest of the weekend if British fans don't stay up to 4 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning to watch boxing? If you can't refute that and explain that, then you have to recuse yourself. I wish I was paid by Zuffa because then I'd be making 5 to 6 times more than I would be making anywhere else if I was in boxing. But again, you're not engaging the argument. If you can't refute what I said, you have to recuse yourself. They counted playback for the weekend. That's what I said, for the weekend. The playback was the weekend. They also do data for the live viewing night. Okay? Can you refute what I said? If you can't refute what I said, then I'm just not going to respond anymore. Was Crawford Canelo the most viewed? It was live data. It was for live data, and then for the weekend was the playback. You don't have to. If you don't want to believe it, you don't have to believe it. I just showed you the data. It was the most viewed event. So I just explained to you the numbers. If you don't want to believe the numbers, Netflix is a company worth $300 billion. They're the largest streaming company in the world. They're a Fortune 500 company. They're not stupid. They do things for a reason. They have the metrics. Canelo, you can look at history of all the fights that have happened in America that did 1 million pay-per-view buys in the UK, and they were being shown at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Again, you're not engaging the argument. That's not the argument. The argument is about the economics of the fight. Okay? This is not the argument either. You're not engaging the argument. You have to prove that I'm wrong. The fight makes more money in America. It's a fact. That's why it's going to be in America. You didn't care. None of you guys cared in 2021 when it was going to be in Saudi Arabia. Why? Why didn't it have to be in the UK then? None of you guys can engage the argument. You have to be recused. When you can't engage the argument and refute the points, you're disqualified. Nothing's going to be replied to anymore if you can't provide data to refute any of my claims. If you can't refute my claims, then you're recused. You have to recuse yourself. You're disqualified. See, this is Trump now. See, they're not engaging the argument. It's emotion. Very feminine men in this chat. Go to work tomorrow and tell people, it's not about the money. Just cut my pay in half. I don't care about money. Go live in the utopia world where money doesn't matter. No one cares about money. Just say you want to fight for your legacy. You're not engaging the argument, though. Here it is. This is not engaging the argument. When you deflect, you can watch whatever you want, but you're going to be watching Joshua versus Fury in America, right? I mean, you just had to pay you just was asked to pay a pay-per-view price for Joshua versus Pranger, and you're complaining about getting a free fight on Zuffa for $4 a month. It's your decision. But again, you're not engaging the argument. If you can't engage the argument, then these are just emotional. You've chosen a side. You've chosen a side. It's suicide empathy. You're going to be getting a fight cheaper on Netflix than if you had to have paid pay-per-view price on DAZN, but you're not engaging the argument. You're not engaging the argument. Refute the point. Is it cheaper to watch the fight on Netflix than it is DAZN? Yes. Will you guys still watch the fight if it's at 5 in the morning? Yes. Will the fight generate more money in America than the UK? Yes. If you can't refute any of those points, then you're just arguing for the sake of arguing. You can't refute any of the points. So none of the points can be refuted. So all this becomes is just emotion. So that's the thing. That's the truth. They were going to do the fight in Saudi. So if they were going to do the fight in Saudi back in 2021, then it's really not about the UK fans. But again, some of you guys in the chat are stupid, and you really think they care. You think they really care about you? You really think they care about you? So answer me this. If the fight is at 5 o'clock in the morning, because it's probably going to be at 5 o'clock in the morning, right? Are you going to watch the fight, yes or no? If the fight is at 5 in the morning, are you going to watch it, yes or no? Answer me. I'm not going to get an answer. Who's going to watch the fight if it's at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning? Yes or no? Are you going to watch it? Crickets, right? Because they know they're going to watch it. So don't cry and complain if you're still going to watch the fight. If you were really about standing on your principles, then you wouldn't watch the fight. You would boycott it. But you're all going to watch it. Everyone talks shit, cries and complains. Then why didn't much less people watch Canelo Crawford then, when it was the highest viewed show on Netflix in the UK? Why did Mayweather-Pacquiao, Mayweather-McGregor, Hatton-Mayweather, why did all those fights do 1 million pay-per-view buys in the UK? So again, you have to engage the argument. You're not engaging the argument. Well, we won't. Okay. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Does anyone believe this guy's not going to watch it? He's going to watch it. And even if they don't watch it live and they go back and watch it afterwards, it's still a view. Still a view. Still watching it. Difference doesn't make. You're still watching it. Still an impression. Again, you're not engaging the argument. You're not engaging the argument. You're not refuting the points. Are you going to watch it? Richard, are you going to watch the fight at 4 in the morning? Yes or no? Answer the question, Richard. If this fight is at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, Richard, are you going to watch it? If Dana White or Zuffa promotes this fight, are you still going to watch it? If the answer is yes, then you're just virtue signaling. Okay, then don't watch it. Don't watch it. If you only care about a fight because of the time or who's promoting it, then you're not really a boxing fan. You're not really a boxing fan. Then the fight's really not that. If you're not going to watch the fight because it's at 5 o'clock in the morning, but you watched Canelo. Did you watch Canelo Crawford at 5 in the morning, Richard? Did you stay up and watch Canelo Crawford? Did you watch Mayweather Pacquiao? Did you watch Mayweather McGregor? So again, if you guys were true to, like, if all the virtue signalers were true and they really would hold the line and not watch the fights, then they wouldn't be doing the fight at 5 in the morning then. But they know you guys are going to watch. And maybe they are taking liberties, as Eddie Hearn said. But the reason why they're taking liberties is because you guys allow them to take liberties, because you stay up and you watch the fights. Okay, we'll see. The casuals didn't turn their backs on Canelo Crawford. Why was Canelo Crawford the highest viewed show on Netflix in the UK on that night and for the rest of the weekend? They have the data, guys. They're not stupid. You're not smarter than these people. You guys are acting off of emotion. These guys are acting off of numbers, figures, and data. So it is what it is. You guys are just basically emotionally driven. You're not engaging arguments. You're doing ad hominem attacks. You're making it about me. It is what it is. Yeah, but again, the numbers are what the numbers are. You have to refute or explain why Canelo Crawford, 2 American fighters, was the highest viewed event on that day and for the rest of the weekend. You have to explain it. If you can't explain it, you can't refute it, then it is what it is. You have to refute the argument. If you can't refute the argument, then you have to recuse yourself from the discussion. Because they don't have a contract. I already showed you they didn't. I already played the video, but you're lying because you don't want to admit it. They don't have a contract. They're not involved in the event. They're not promoting the event. The fighter has the contract. If this fight doesn't happen, it's because Joshua pulls out and doesn't sign the final draft. It has nothing to do with anybody else. If Eddie Hearn advises Joshua and Joshua listens to Eddie Hearn, it's Joshua's fault. It's not Eddie Hearn's fault. It's Joshua's fault. I already played you all of the information. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was the most watched event. This is not engaging the argument. Once you start changing the subject and deflecting, you have to recuse yourself because you can't debate the facts. I mean, you just lost. You just lost. I mean, like, you're admitting I'm right. Once you change the subject, you have to get this. Like in a debate, you would get disqualified because you're not staying on topic. You're not engaging the argument. So it's an F. You get an F. That's just what it is. I'm trying to wait for Lionel Penny if he wants to come on because I'm gonna jump off pretty soon. There's not much more I can talk about here. And you guys know I'm right, or you wouldn't be here. If I wasn't right, you wouldn't be here. And it hurts you that I'm right. It hurts you that the the UK promoters and the UK fighters don't care about you. It bothers you. I know. I know it hurts you. If Eddie Hearn really cared about you, and Frank Warren really cared about you, and Anthony Joshua really cared about you, and Tyson Fury really cared about you, you know what they would have done? They would have taken less money, and they would have did the fight on DAZN, and they would have did the fight in the UK, if they really cared about you. But you stupid fucks really think that you matter. And you're an idiot, all of you in the chat that are crying, because you're gonna watch the fight anyways. No matter what you say, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how much you want to virtue signal and how you want to pretend that all of a sudden you want to stand on principle, you're still gonna watch the fight. They're still gonna watch the fight. They're gonna get up with their little fucking bowl of Lucky Charms at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, and they're gonna watch this fucking fight. As much as they say they're not. They know they are. Yeah! You fucking cucks. You're all a bunch of cucks. Go ahead, Penny.
Yeah, I dude, even Ricky Hatton, Manny Pacquiao, which was in Las Vegas, I think that did like 1.5 million pay-per-view buys in.
Yeah.
The Mayweather fight and Hatton, I think, did 1.9 pay-per-view buys.
George, it's not shitty because this is how boxing is. They never cared about you. They've always made you watch the big fights at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Many of them. So they were gonna put this fight in Saudi in 2021.
But I gotta admit, this fight is like 8 years too late. Like,
it's too late. It's too late.
I probably wouldn't even watch it live because I probably watch it. What do you call that? A replay? Because it's too late, man. Like, geez, this should have happened in 2019. This is even worse than Khan versus Brook, and I didn't watch that live either. I watched the replay because it was too late, man. Like
both Fury Usyk fights were in Saudi Arabia. So again, like, what are we talking about here? So you were watching the Fury Usyk fight at what, 2 in the morning? Is that any better? Again, look at this. He's not engaging the argument. See? It's all emotional. All emotional.
But I do think the British fans, they do want this in Wembley though, because it's two British guys.
Why didn't they care? Why didn't they care when all those fights were going to Saudi though? Two in the morning is prime time in the UK. Come on.
Although Wembley is only 100,000, so the other 2-3 million will have to watch it on TV anyways. So.
Most of the people are going to be watching this on television.
Yeah. Who you got, Bibbs? Who do you think will win? I got Fury. I think AJ,
I've been going back and forth with it, but
I think AJ's completely gone, man. Like, he's got no punch resistance left at all. This is like Mike Tyson when he fought Lennox Lewis. It's that version, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I do like this upcoming fight in 2 weeks' time. Rolly Romero versus, what's his name? Teofimo Lopez. I think that will be a fly burner, man.
Think that's going to be a good fight?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I do think Rolly is playing the media a little bit, or even to Teo. He's kind of like doing the Manny Pacquiao game where he's trying to soften him up, and then when the fight comes, it's like this fucking devil comes through, and it's like, hey, where's that nice guy? where's that Rolly Romero nice guy that I saw in the press conference?
Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of corny, like they're talking like I heard Teo saying he saw friggin' Raleigh naked or something like that. Like, it's weird. Like, they're just talking about weird shit.
You know, Rolly, he has changed now. I remember when he fought Tank Davis, he was kind of like, he was acting, people thought that he was a bit of a weirdo or a wanker, like, you know. But now that he won against Ryan Garcia, he's changed a lot. He's like a full-on Catholic now. I feel like his life now has structure. Like, he's no longer that wanker, like, you know what I mean?
Think he's growing up?
Sorry?
You think he's growing up?
Yeah. like most people actually go the other way around. Like Adrian Broner, once he started getting money, he went the other way. Whereas Rolly, I think I feel like Rolly, because no one. Let's be honest, no one thought that Rolly was going to be a world champion.
Well, was he? Is he really a world champion though? I mean, because he won like vacant titles.
Yeah, or even beat Brian Garcia, dude. Like everyone was going for Ryan Garcia, right?
Well, we'll
He's
give
like,
him credit for that one because he was like a 10-1 underdog in that one.
yeah.
So we'll give him credit for that. But
Man,
do you
if he
think
beats,
do
if
you
he
think
beats,
Ryan's going to beat Ben?
yes,
Yeah,
because
I
Ryan's
like.
got faster hands.
Yeah, I kind of like Ben in that fight because Ryan is just like so hot and cold. He doesn't do well with aggressive guys, and I think he's not a great inside fighter. And I don't know. I just don't have faith in Ryan as a fighter.
Yeah, but Conor Ben's not that good either. He's not.
Yeah, I guess Ryan's more athletics, probably a little more explosive. I don't know.
Ryan's just too fast for him, man. Man, you got speed, dude, and Ryan's got power too. Ryan's chin is a little suspect, but Conor Ben at 147 pounds, I don't know. He's not taking steroids anymore. Or like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's. Oh, by the way, hey Beebs, I went to the Tim Zoo fight with Errol Spence.
How was that live?
It was surprising, dude. It was so surprising. I thought it was going to be full house, and it wasn't. The top tier of the stadium was closed, and when I got out, by the way, all of the merchandise was gone because I got there late, right? Because I caught the non-express train. However, I was there for the full fight. I was just late for the first couple of fights, but when I got there, all the merchandise was gone. Even though, after the fight, I went to the reception and I asked them what's the official crowd. They said 10,000. That stadium can fit about 17. So I think it's because of those Charlo and Fulton. They pulled out, and I think the last minute crowd didn't come in because it was supposed to be a sellout because of the card was pretty good if you put Charlo in there and Fulton. But then when they pulled out, I think the last minute crowd didn't come. But yeah, the atmosphere in there, even though it was only 10,000, it was really good. It was really good. I'm actually surprised that what's his name? Errol Spence came out with Aboriginals who are Australians, and even Jeff Fennick, who is Tim Zoo's trainer, he was really upset about that because those Aboriginals are Australian. Tim is an Australian. He's not Russian. He's Australian because he was born in Australia. He grew up in Australia. He's got an Australian accent. Whereas Errol Spence has only been to Australia once, and the Aboriginals came to the ring with him. I actually was surprised too. I think, what the hell is going on here?
Are you an Aborigine? An Aborigine?
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
No. I'm from
You Philippines, right?
Yeah, but Philippines also have Aboriginals, but the Spanish people, they
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking.
Nah. The Aboriginals in Philippines, they're black. Like, they look like New Guinea people. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Do you speak Tagalog?
I used to, not anymore. Not anymore. Hey, Beebs, by the way, once I've paid off my mortgage, I'm gonna come to the East Coast. I'm gonna go to Boston. I'm gonna buy you a Boston Celtics ticket. Well, but up in the stands though.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll go together, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Boston Celtics or Boston Red Sox or the other one,
No, Celtics. I like the Celtics.
or New England Patriots, whatever is at that time. Because usually I go there during the summer, so I think it's only.
I noticed there's another Australian guy. His name is I forget what his name is. He's the boxing guy that I used to do shows with. Oh, what the fuck is his name? He's got a mustache and beard. Oh, the fuck is his name? He does a boxing show too, but he goes to Boston once a year too. He loves the Celtics. A lot of people from Australia, they like Boston. I don't know what it is.
I don't like the Celtics. I'm a Lakers guy.
Are you really?
Yeah. I used to watch Magic Johnson and Worthy and Kareem and those guys and Byron Scott. No, I didn't like the Celtics because they were too boring to watch at that time. I mean. But now, you go.
Oh, you talking about like the Larry Bird and Kevin McHale days?
Yeah. Because they always play half court, whereas Magic would
Oh
you know,
yeah, the run and gun type style.
yeah,
Yeah,
dunks and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like the
yeah.
Showtime.
The Showtime Lakers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I now that I appreciate Matt, dude, Larry Bird, dude, that guy, I reckon he was better than Magic, because Larry Bird, he was the first option for the Celtics from day one. Magic Johnson was only the first option around 1987. Before that, he was the third or second option.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
He was a playmaker,
Yeah, 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 yeah. He was.
point
But
guard.
yeah, yeah. But I feel like Larry Bird, like he carried that team. Like whereas I don't think Magic. I think Magic only carried that team from '87. It
He
was
Magic did what he had to do, depending upon the situation.
true, true, true. But the thing is, he played with Kareem, who is probably in the top five basketball players of all time. Larry Bird, who played with Parrish and McHale, those two, they're not even in the top 25. Like I would say,
I think they were both in the top 50 though, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, yeah, but not top 25. McHale is
No.
better than Parrish. McHale will probably be maybe 29, 30. Whereas Magic played with Kareem, who you could argue Kareem is also the greatest player of all time. You could
One of
argue
them.
that.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
One of them, yeah, yeah. James Worthy also was no slouch either. Like, I reckon Worthy and McHale are probably the same. And because Magic played with great players, let's admit he did look good. Like, I mean, Magic was going to be great anyway because of his court vision. But you got to take Larry Bird did it. He put Kareem at the Celtics and replace him with Robert Parrish. Celtics will probably win 5, 6 championships. Magic will only win maybe 2 or 3. You know what I mean?
Who do you think had the better team?
Oh, Lakers did for sure.
Lakers won more titles, so you have to say they had the better team.
Oh, look, Magic and Kareem, they're both in
Well,
the
they
top.
won more titles at that in that. They don't win
Yeah.
more titles overall, but in that time span, the Magic Larry Bird teams, they won more titles. So you got to give it.
Also, to be fair, the East was really competitive at that time. They had
Yeah.
the Philadelphia 76ers, Detroit Pistons, Atlanta Hawks who had Nick, Michael Jordan too, and the Bulls, although they were late. Milwaukee as well. Man, Milwaukee was really good back then. You know, with Jack Sigma and Alvin Robertson and.
Do you still watch the NBA today, or you don't watch it as much?
Shit game, man. Like it's like NBA today is a glorified backyard basketball, man.
It's like a 3-point contest.
Yes, although I did watch the NBA finals because
Yeah.
and I did watch the OKC versus San Antonio because I wanted to see two great Titans. I thought that series was better than the NBA finals. But I'm happy for Jalen Brunson because and the Knicks. Man, the Knicks haven't won a championship since '72, and they finally
Yeah.
won one. I was actually surprised that they won. I thought the Spurs were gonna sweep them.
I was happy for the Knicks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little sad that Jalen Brown got traded to the Sixers though for us.
Oh, yeah, and LeBron joined them too.
I think my brother was telling me that Jalen Brown wanted to get traded because he didn't like the fact that what's his name was the first option. What's his name there? Fucking Tatum. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the fact that he was in the trading blocks again. So this is the second time. I reckon they're a great duo. I reckon the Celtics made a big mistake by putting.
I think he's better than Tatum. I think he's a better clutch player than Tatum.
Yeah, I think they should have went all in on Giannis. Like they should have given Milwaukee what they wanted. Because if you pair Tatum with Giannis, man, and also with White and those guys, I think they would be. I reckon they would beat the Knicks with that sort of a team. Because dude, Tatum, when he's fit, he's really good, and Giannis, he's pretty good too, man. Like Giannis, yeah, Giannis, when he wants to be great, he's probably in the top 5 best power forward of all time. Maybe second to Duncan, and he's not finished yet.
Is Jaya Pataya popular in Australia?
Jai, he's not as popular as Tim or Cambosis. I can't remember him having a stadium, a full arena fight here. I do think had he fought, who's that Mexican guy that,
Benavidez,
no, that Benavides fought? What's his name?
Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez. It was Joe was supposed to fight Ramirez, but Ramirez took the Benavides fight because of money. And now had Ramirez came to Australia or to New Zealand, he would have been a star. Jaya doesn't have a star, like he doesn't have a fight that would propel him to stardom here, down under. You know what I mean? But everyone knows he's good though. Like that's why Benavides is ducking him, right?
Who do you think wins that fight, Benavidez or Jaya Pitaya?
Benavides, because
You
of
think?
his speed.
Yeah, I would maybe favor Benavidez too, but it's a good fight.
Because of his hand speed, and also that fight will be in the US. That won't be down here because not enough money. Like you were saying before, the boxers will always go to where the money is. Because all these boxers, they're all like soul traders, man. They don't care about us because they're, you know what I mean? Because it's a sport that they're about to die, so they're gonna go to where the money is.
Yeah, these idiots in the chat think the boxers care about them.
Nah, they never did. Look at
You,
Mayweather, man.
you hear these idiots in the chat? Oh, they got enough money. Why do they need more? Okay, tell your boss you don't have enough money tomorrow. Go to work. Tell
The
him.
only The only person that really cared about the fans was Manny Pacquiao, because Manny would always care about, like, if the fight gets boring, he would try and make it more exciting, and would even put his chin at risk.
You love
You know what I
Pacquiao.
mean? Huh?
You love Pacquiao.
By the way, he's gonna fight Liam Paro apparently, like here
Is
in
he?
Australia, to redeem himself because he lost to Joe Horn. You know what I mean? I would go to that fight, even though that would
I
be.
thought Pacquiao beat Barrios. That was such a
Yeah,
fucking. Oh, it was horrible.
it was close though. It wasn't like I thought it
I
was
had
like a.
him win in one. I had him win in 115 and 113.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 7-5, 7-5. Uh, but it Barrios, yeah, Ryan Garcia beat him too. Like that guy has collected a lot of money, man. Barrios, Tank Davis, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, and Ryan Garcia. Dude, that guy is smiling all the way to the bank, and he's not even that good. You know what I mean?
Man, you
That
can tell his kids he was a world champion.
twice, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah,
At
once at
140.
140, once at
Oh no,
147.
no, I think that 140. That was a regular. That
Yeah, it
doesn't
was a
count.
regular belt. But again,
That
I
doesn't.
guess you can count those nowadays, right?
Nah, nah,
All
you don't.
all the Tank fans count his regular titles.
Dude, that guy, Tank Davis, he's still a prospect, man. Like, what
Listen,
the heck?
if you're still a fan of Tank Davis after him not giving you anything to be a fan for, I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, he's a 32-year-old prospect still. Like, I don't get that. Like, that's like,
So, what do you
it's.
think of this Joshua Fury fight? Do you think it's going to end up happening in the United States anyways, or do you think Joshua pulls out?
Nah, I think it will happen in Madison Square Garden because there's too much money at stake, and they got no options left. Kind of like when Khan finally fought
Yeah, what is?
Kell.
I was talking about this the other day because Frank Warren has all the heavyweights, and he
Mhm.
also has Tyson Fury. So you think Frank Warren's going to give up all those heavyweights to Joshua, or is he going to give Tyson Fury first dibs?
I thought Tyson Fury was a free agent now.
He kind of is, but he still works with Frank Warren too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got like a little side arrangement with Frank Warren for fights that are in the UK. Pays
It's
him.
interesting. It's interesting now that there's someone who's finally wanting to help boxing for us fans. These promoters are now all with the zone. Like you know what I mean? Because now that they
Yeah,
see,
but they have no choice because no one else wants them.
correct, and it's more the competition.
You
Like
think
there's
Top
now
Rank? You think Top Rank wanted to go to the Zone?
no,
You think PBC wanted to go to the Zone? The
no.
Zone's got like no subscribers in America, but the Zone's getting smart now. You know what they're doing is they're realizing that we just can't make gain any ground in this U.S. market. So now they're splitting rights fees with TNT. Now they're allowing the biggest fights to go to fucking Netflix, and they're just collecting fees at this point. You know what I mean?
Dude, when the zone gets really big, I do think that will happen because they have soccer as well, albeit
Will the
not.
Zone ever get big in America though?
I don't know, but if they do, they will. Same with HBO and Showtime did. They'll also kick out boxing. because boxing is just like a filler for now.
I
Uh,
always tell people boxing is a filler for these broadcasters. That's all it
yeah.
is. It's not a moneymaker.
Because there's not enough in boxing. It's not like MMA where there's always huge fights all in a regular basis. Boxing only puts out these great fights once every 5 years or something, if not more. Sorry, if not less. Sorry, like Joshua and Fury should have a trilogy. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, and Bud Crawford. Those guys should have at least rematches. I don't think those three. Oh, they only had one fight between the three. Pacquiao and Mayweather should have had a trilogy, but they did.
Have you ever met Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, I went to his Pacquiao Clotty fight in Dallas. I
No.
never met him. I never spoke to him, but I've seen him live. He's a short guy, man. Fucking hell! Like when I saw him, I was thinking, "Holy moly,
Is he smaller than you?
he's small." Oh
How tall
yeah,
are you?
yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9". Pacquiao's only 5'6", I think.
Yeah.
Dude, when he came out of the race or whatever, where they come out, I was thinking, oh man, he's so small. Like he's like Muggsy Bogues.
I
And
think I think the Liam Paro fight is a winnable fight for him.
sorry.
I think the Liam Paro fight is a winnable fight for him.
Oh, dude, he's like 1 year older now. Like William Paro's in his
Paro is good though, but Paro had a tough fight his last fight. No,
he's in his prime, man. Like Pacquiao, dude. I reckon Jinky is probably begging him to retire.
Jinky's cute, isn't she? Jinky's a very pretty woman. I think he's got a pretty wife.
Oh no! A lot of Filipinos know that she's had a lot of work.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to do that now? Why can't you give him credit for having a pretty wife? Come on.
But look, you gotta give Jinky credit. She didn't leave him, even though Manny. There were times when I think one of those Timothy Bradley fights, Manny told Jinky to stay home, so that he can get that Mike Tyson Tokyo treatment. Remember, you know what I mean, yeah. In the hotel, but Jinky didn't leave him because she knows she's.
Yeah, but here's the thing, guy. All these guys that are famous and have a lot of money, you think if they get caught cheating on by their wives, the wives are going to leave? They know that the wife knows they're not going to get anything better. Like, who is she going to get that? Like, Manny Pacquiao is like the most popular person in the Philippines. He's like a
No,
god.
But she can be independent. You know what I mean?
Is
Like,
it true? Is it true that he has lifetime security for the rest of his life in the Philippines?
No, he pays for that though. That's not. Paid.
I heard they this. I could be wrong. You may know more than me.
No.
I heard they give it to him.
No, the government doesn't have any money, man.
Is
Why
he
do you
still
think-
is he still a senator?
No. His term was over. Although he's trying to be an NBA owner, I hear he was wanting a minority stake at an NBA team. Dude, Beeps, it won't be long when Manny Pacquiao will buy that brothel that Floyd Mayweather has in Las Vegas. I reckon he'll buy that. He's buying all of Mayweather's assets. So hey, Beeps, if that happens, and if a Filipino owns that, we'll go there, man. I'll get you in for free.
I love Las Vegas. Las Vegas. You've been to Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, I've been there 3 times, but dude, there's no more free car park. What the hell's going on, man?
Yeah, Las Vegas is awesome.
And everything's too expensive now. I hear like even like a fries and a burger and a drink is like freaking $19. What? Like $19 for a
Oh yeah, but the food is good there, but everything is expensive.
Yeah, even there's so many taxes now, like resort fees, hotel tax. Like you see online, it's like $130 per night. I think, oh, it's a great deal. But when you get there, it's like $250 per night now.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh,
It is.
man.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you think Joshua Fury happens? You think Fury's going to win by decision, or do you think it's going to be by knockout?
Nah, it'll be by knockout, man. Hey, dude, did you see that AJ fight like a few weeks ago?
I did.
Oh man, that was bad, man. That uppercut wasn't even that strong, and he went down.
You think that was embarrassing?
Oh, for him, it was. AJ's got to learn, dude. When you get knocked down, stay down for a while. Get your equilibrium intact, and then go up. That's what happened when he with Andy Ruiz. He tried to go up too quick. Like, stay down. Let the ref count you to 9 and then get up. You know what I mean, Bibbs?
Oh yeah.
Because
Right.
he was wobbling all the time.
I think he didn't see the punch, and it was kind of like a flash knockdown. And I just think he was surprised.
But he wasn't that like a thunderous uppercut.
It wasn't. It didn't look that hard, but because he didn't see, and I didn't see. Everyone's saying Fury looked bad, but how do you know how bad Fury looked? I mean, they were only showing a couple highlights of the fight. It's not like they showed the whole thing.
I couldn't tell who was which because they all had like big bellies.
Yeah,
So which one is Fury and which one is Wok?
yeah, that's funny, isn't it? That was funny.
Oh man!
That was hilarious.
But there's big fights coming up.
Who's fighting today? I haven't even looked at the schedule today. Who's fighting today? You know?
Oh, yeah, there's some unknown fighters. I think it's with the Zone. But in 2 weeks' time, it's what's his name? Rolly and
Rolly and Tio's coming up soon.
also, hey Beebs, also Tim Tszyu might be fighting Charlo here,
Really?
or Lara. But I think
No, he's gonna fight Lara. He's gonna go up to 160 and fight Lara. I think.
yeah, Lara's got a belt, but Charlo is more popular. I think I saw Tim in Tim's one of his interviews with Tim Bradley. I think he wanted Charlo first, and then maybe Lara next.
Oh, Tim Bradley
Just-
interviewed him.
Was it Tim? No, sorry, Sean Porter.
Sean Porter, right?
Yeah. He said he prefers Charlo, but if he can't, then he'll get Lara because Lara has a belt.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Oh, man. You know, I was never sold on Tim actually. Like when he fought. What's his name? Who's that guy who knocked out that tall guy? What's his name? That really tall guy. What's his name? He knocked him out like pretty bad. That tall guy from 150.
Fondora.
Yeah, Fandora. Who's the guy that knocked him out? Mendoza.
Mendoza.
Yeah, he came to Australia, and Tim, and I think it was you that asked me who do you think will win. I said Mendoza, but Tim beat him.
Tim beat him.
Yeah, but I was never sold on Tim because he fights like his father, and dude, you're not your father, man. You're not. You didn't go through. You didn't go through what your father went through, and also your father's not in your corner. So I was probably one fight too late on that prediction because the next fight he lost to Fandora.
Do you think he kind of like? You think Fondora broke his will in that fight?
Yeah. I think that his aura. He was winning that fight in the first fight, but I think he kind of like broke him to the point where his invincibility is now no longer there.
A lot of people are saying he's kind of like he's really past it now.
Yeah, I can see that too. In that fight with Errol Spence, he got caught a lot.
He was
But
getting
because
hit a lot. He was getting hit, but he wasn't really getting
Flush.
hit, like. Yeah.
he was getting hit flush a lot, but Errol doesn't have power at 160, and he was taking it. And I was actually telling the guy behind me, if you can, dude, if he fights someone like Adamas at 160, Adamas will knock him out because Tim can't. He doesn't know how to defend. He doesn't have any defense. His defense is offense, and his offense is not that good. It used to be good, but not anymore.
Oh, I
I
think
think
there's a fight in Ireland today too. The Zuffa fights today, I think,
Oh,
in
okay.
Ireland, and I think there's female fights on ESPN. So
I reckon Tim can beat Lara because dude, Lara is old now. Lara's what 42, 43 years old?
yeah, Lara's old.
Oh man, and Lara doesn't have his feet anymore. But so I reckon he can beat Lara. I don't think he can beat Adamas though.
I think
You know-
Adamas is going to 168 though.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well, that's-
160 is going to be wide open because Janabek, I think, is going to 168 because he's having problems making 160. Adamas is going to go to 168 too, from what I hear.
Yeah.
So how's the mortgage going? You got the mortgage down, or is it still? How many years you got left on that?
I reckon I got 170 left. I reckon I'll probably pay it off in 5 years' time, Bibbs.
I can pay that off for you.
It's hard though, man, because
I got about 500K right now.
Bibbs, it's hard because I'm 49 now, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of Gen Y coming into the workforce. Dude, they're fucking lazy, man. Like,
Do you invest in the stock market?
yeah, I do. I do.
What do you like to buy? Do you buy ETFs or do you buy stocks?
I buy both. But my best performing stock is the Nasdaq. Actually, geared Nasdaq, geared ETF. So it's the Nasdaq, and then it's internally geared. I'm probably up about 40% on that.
Nasdaq is Nasdaq 100. Or you
Yeah.
don't do a yeah. So it's like, is it QQQ or QQQM?
No, it's NDQ.
Oh, because it's in a different country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we have QQQ and QQQM.
yeah, it's basically that. But it's just
I
geared.
used to invest in QQQM, but I sold it and I switched it over to VU because I don't like the volatility. You know what I mean? But AI is kicking ass right now.
I know. I know.
Those tech stocks are fucking
Dude,
killing it.
Samsung.
Everyone keeps saying those. Oh, Samsung too, yeah. But everyone
Fucking-
keeps saying those tech stocks are gonna fucking crash. But
Nah. Yeah, I know. It's like remember the .com boom in.
everyone keeps saying that's gonna happen again. I don't see it.
I reckon it might happen later, but not now, because AI is still in its embryonic stage. I reckon. I do think it will happen, but not in the immediate future.
Yeah, but if it happens, I think it'll just be like a market correction. I don't think it'll be like a big smash like it was back then. I don't think you'll see too many crashes like 2000. I mean, even 2008 was bad, but it didn't last that long. It only lasted like, what, 9 months?
Yeah, only if you fear for you guys. It lasted 2 years for us.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it lasted a long time for us.
Oh, yeah. So your markets don't recover as quick as ours. Yeah, because you have a different
Correct.
economy.
That's right, man. I had a margin loan, Beeps, at that time, dude. I got called in twice.
Oh, you trade off margin?
Yeah, margin loan where you use your stock to.
Yeah.
Yeah, during the GFC, I got called in twice, so I had to sell it all.
Yeah, but you
This-
don't. So let me ask you this. So you carry a margin balance when you trade, you don't pay it off?
No, at that time, not anymore. At that time, because the market back then, they was skyrocketing, as we all know, right? From 2002 to 2008, just before the GFC, dude, anything you bought in the stock market went up. So of course you're gonna leverage that, right?
Oh, so what they did was instead of you making the payments on it, they made you pay it all off, right? Instead of letting you
No,
pay.
no, that's an installment warrant. No. With a margin loan, you have to pay it off on a monthly basis. It's an actual
Oh, well,
loan.
you have to pay the whole balance.
No. You just pay it on a monthly basis. It's like a loan, like
Yeah,
on
it's
a
an
monthly.
installment. But what I'm saying is, you were making your payments, so why'd they call you in?
Oh, because when you have a margin loan, the LVR has to be below 75, or maybe even below 70. Once it reaches that, because the loan stays the same, but your value goes down. So once
Oh,
it
so you didn't have enough assets to
Equity.
your margin balance outweighed your asset total.
yeah. So I had to
And they
sell
don't
it.
allow, and they don't allow you to do that.
Yeah. So I had to sell it,
I
like
understand
the rest
that.
of us, like the rest of us,
So
right?
let me ask you this. Can it be 50-50 and once it goes past 50-50 then you get called out on it? Is that what
No,
happens?
70. Once it goes to 70, because the bank doesn't want to go too much.
Oh,
'cause
so
they
your
want-
margin balance was 70% of your portfolio?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I'm
The-
saying. I think I have margin, but I pay it off instantaneously, right? I don't carry it. I pay it off the same day because I just make the trade, and then whatever
Yeah.
I owe, I just pay it off immediately. But I just like having that luxury that I can just fire without having to transfer the money, and like I like firing like instantaneous when I do my trades.
Uh-huh.
But I just pay the margin balance off. So with me, they allow me to carry 50-50. So once it goes
Yeah.
past 50-50, then it's a flag.
Yeah, that's a safe bet, 50-50.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's what I started at. But
Because at least
I-
you can cover. At worst case, if you have to sell everything off, you can cover what you owe.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
surprised
right.
I'm surprised they allow you to go 70.
Yeah, because that's like, but if they go 70, at least they can still recover it. You know what I mean?
They can recover the majority of it, and then
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to make money off they're going to make money off the interest anyways, and they're going to sell your debt to somebody else if you don't pay it. So
yeah.
they never lose.
once I pay off this mortgage, I'll definitely go to America because I haven't been to America for a while. I'll definitely go to Boston. I have been there before, actually. I went to MIT,
Oh,
and
the
I
guy
think.
I'm talking about, his name is Lyndon. He does a
Oh, yeah. When he walks around, yeah, I know him. No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, I don't know him. I know of him.
Yeah, he does videos. He does videos at Linden, but he does a boxing show too. I forget what it's called, boxing something.
Have you seen him like in person?
Never seen him in person because when he's here, he doesn't come see me. But like, it's funny because he's been on live streams with me. Like
Oh,
D
okay,
style,
cool.
we used to do the round table with him, and he used to come on the round table with us.
Oh, by the
He,
way, what happened to that round table? I used to watch that
yeah,
all the
it just
time.
kind of faded away. I would have probably still done it if it didn't fade away, but it was it faded away. It wasn't my decision.
Same thing as my dude, Beeps. Where is Maestro? Is he alright or
I
what's
don't know where
happening?
Maestro. He just fucking goes into hibernation. That kid.
Maybe he took my advice, Beeps.
What was it? What was your advice?
I told him to stop doing this boxing crap and be a lecturer, a professor for a university. That way you could, instead of paying rent, you can now buy a
Yeah,
house.
because the problem with him was he would get a little disappointed that he couldn't monetize this. Like, I mean, I monetize this. I make like $200 a month off this. It's a pittance, but I'm not killing myself doing it either. I'm having a
Yeah,
good time doing it. So it's like
yeah, yeah.
I'll take my 2,400 a year, whatever the fuck it is.
Hey, Beeps, if what's his name can't make a lot of money, what's his name? Who's that guy with Mario Lopez? What's his name? Is Asian. Steve Kim. Steve Kim. Dude, if that guy can't make a lot of money on the three knockdown rule,
How do you know he's not making a lot of money?
oh, that's what I heard. Like, even look at his views, man. These views aren't that much.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
look at
I don't know. I mean, he used to work for ESPN. I'm sure they were paying him pretty good when
he
he was.
doesn't he doesn't work for ESPN
No, he
anymore.
doesn't. Not anymore. Not
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. So he's unemployed, really. He doesn't work for anybody. Uh,
Yeah.
he only relies on the three knockdown rule. But I got a
Well,
feeling. Yeah,
well,
go.
well. Let me ask you this. Dan Raphael is another one because he lives in West Virginia, so the cost of living is pretty low there. But he's got like a wife and kids,
Yeah, but
and
dude, Dan Raphael worked for ESPN for a very long time. Steve Kim only worked for ESPN for only 2 or 3 years.
yeah. So do you think Dan Raphael saved himself up a nest egg where he can kind of be okay? Because I'm not sure how much these independent guys make. Because if you're not doing YouTube and getting crazy views on YouTube, I don't know how much these guys are actually making on their Substack. I don't know.
Dude, Dan Raphael was at ESPN for a very long time.
Yeah,
At least 10 years.
he had to have been making at least six figures.
And even if he's in trouble, he will always get rescued. He's Jewish, dude.
Oh,
Jewish
come on,
people.
let's not do that now, please.
No. They help each other out, man.
Uh,
That's why do you think they're so
is he
successful?
is he Jewish, Dan Raphael?
Yeah, he
I
is.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he's Jewish. But when someone's in trouble, the community, the Jewish
How do
community,
you say his name? Is it his name Dan Raphael? Some
yeah,
people
I
call him,
don't
I
know.
think it's the real pronunciation of the name is Dan Raphael.
Yeah, Rayfield. But yeah, I think so. But people, I think because boxing has a lot of Spanish fans, they'd rather pronounce it as Dan Raphael. Because it sounds Spanish. Yeah. But now, what's his name? Is that Coppinger? What's his name? Coppinger?
Mike Coppinger, yeah.
He's now the. Oh, by the way, Beats, do you watch the Ring magazine that with him and Max
With Max
Kellerman?
Kellerman, yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that show, I love it, right? Because I like watching boxing podcasts. The only thing I don't like is Max talks too much.
Oh,
Like
Max is just, you know what, Max, I
he
met
hijacks
Max,
that friggin' podcast.
I met Max, and he's a nice guy in real life, but he goes out of his way to just say shock value type things. Like, he just likes to stir shit up, you know what I mean? Like, he says the most outrageous things sometimes just because he wants shock value. He likes engagement, you know what I mean?
But the thing is, dude, if you have three guests, Shady McCoy, Coppinger, him, and say Tim Bradley, dude, shut the fuck up, man.
You know what else
Let
I don't like about that show? He tries to control what the other guy, like he tries to moderate them too much. And then if they
yes,
swear, they swear, he go, oh, it's a family show. Shut the fuck up. Come on, it's boxing.
but he's gotta give the others a chance to speak. You know what
Oh,
I
you're
mean?
right.
Because If that's the case, if you're just gonna speak, just make it between you and Coppinger. Don't invite the other two because most of the time Shady just sits there like he's just
Yeah,
decoration.
Shady's kind of useless. I'm not a
No,
big
no,
fan.
but I do like his take because his take is from a distant, like a
Yeah,
casual.
you want to get the casual fans' perspective. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, yeah, and look, Shady McCoy does know a lot about boxing too. He goes to boxing events, like he even talks to the actual boxers. So I
Yeah,
do.
I don't want. Maybe I shouldn't dismiss him entirely. You're right.
Oh, by the way, I did meet Max Kellerman when he was at ESPN Sports Nation. There he is there.
Yeah, I met
I,
him. I met him at Foxwoods when he was
I
doing an
went.
HBO show.
I went to his studio. So that shirt that I'm
How'd you go
wearing,
to his studio?
oh, it was at ESPN in Los Angeles. So that shirt that I'm wearing there, that's the Miguel Cotto Sergio Martinez fight. So that was in New York, and then obviously I had to fly out, so I
Yeah,
had to
but
go to
he
LA.
let like, they let you in his studio?
Yeah, it's for free.
Oh,
Uh,
you could just walk in there?
no, no, you have to get the ticket first. Uh, dude, this was back in early 2010, so I don't know about now, but back then you just
Yeah,
go to.
I met him in 2013 when he was doing a Edwin Rodriguez fight.
Yeah, 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 I think I remember that fight. So you just go to the ESPN site, and you because there's not many people because they do want some crowd there, so it's for free, and it was Sports Nation, so it was him, that beat Marcellus Wiley, and that blonde woman. She's actually very pretty in person. I can't remember her name. Clarissa Thompson.
Oh,
Is that
really?
Clarissa Thompson?
Okay.
Yeah, she's so tall,
She
tall.
played basketball?
No, 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 no. I don't think so. She's just a reporter, a blonde reporter. Clarissa Thompson, I think is her name. Super pretty, man, in person. I was thinking, man, this one would be a good one. Like,
Clarissa Thompson.
I think that's her name. But yeah, it was a good show. Their guest was Kevin Love. Um, this is when Kevin Love was in.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
she
was.
is pretty. I just saw a picture. I'm seeing a picture of her right now.
Yeah, dude, that picture is probably 2026. Go to 2011, 2012. She was really pretty back then.
Oh, she's still
Um,
pretty.
yeah, but they're old now, man.
How old
Nah,
is she now? Let me see.
probably don't even have periods anymore. Well, what's
Oh,
that?
please, please.
What's that called when you don't have periods anymore?
Oh,
Menopause.
menopause, please, please, please.
All right, okay.
You're worse than me, man. There was a guy, right?
Uh-huh.
And he left a comment on one of our shows once.
Uh-huh. What's his name? Oh,
And I
probably.
forget who it was, but he complained about me swearing all the time on the show. He said he goes like this: "I'm watching with my kid, and all I hear is f bombs from Beeb. He's got to calm down."
Sometimes you have to, like Isaiah Thomas said, you gotta. Sometimes you have to use a curse word to make a point.
Yeah, I believe that too sometimes.
Oh,
Well,
hey, what about Inoue and Bam Rodriguez? Man, I'd love to see that
yeah,
fight in
Bam's not
Japan.
going to fight him, man.
Why not?
I don't think he wants to fight him.
Dude, that's the only money fight in that division.
Yeah, but I just
Because
don't
if
think
he
he wants to fight
doesn't,
him.
Inoue's going to move up to 126.
Yeah, I know he is, and that's what I think's going to happen. Anyway's not going to wait for him.
That's right. That's why he has to fight him now. Like
Well,
I,
he's the one that he's the one that says that he needs to get a fight in there, and then he's like, I'm in no rush to fight him now, and it's like I don't know.
yeah, that's his trainer's fault, dude. You can't do that. Like, dude. So when Manny Pacquiao fought De La Hoya at 147, Freddie Roach didn't say, "Oh, no, 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 we're at 135. You got to be at 140 first, just to see how the weight is, and then we'll fight De La Hoya." Dude, when you're the B side, you got to take it, man.
Yeah, we'll
Because
see, man.
he could beat Inoue, because Inoue is weight drained at 122 now. That's why he wants to go up to 126 so quickly.
You're right.
But who do you got in that fight? Inoue and
Oh, I got Inoue. Yeah, Inoue's fucking awesome. I'm a big.
yeah.
I think Inoue's a phenomenal fighter, man.
I might go to that fight in Japan. It's just that
Oh, so you've been
sometimes.
going. So you travel to Japan too, huh?
No, no, no. I haven't traveled since 2018 because of the mortgage.
No,
But
but you would though.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I didn't want to go to the Inoue Nakatani fight because I knew there was going to be a sellout because of they're both Japanese. this one, obviously, he's Mexican, right? So there might,
Sure.
because when you go into Ticket Tech or Ticketmaster, dude, you gotta be really really quick, because they go fast, right? You go.
Do you have any money in the S&P 500, or you just do Nasdaq?
Oh, I did. But the thing is that the S&P 500, it's basically Nasdaq, because the Magnificent Seven is in the S&P 500, and they basically move at the same rate. But the reason why the Nasdaq is better than the S&P 500,
Higher
the S&P,
concentration.
the S&P 500 has the banks and pharmaceuticals that are dragging its returns, whereas the Nasdaq, it's all IT. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So
more
even though it's
diversified.
So even though it's Nasdaq, both are the returns are basically Mag Seven, right? But the Nasdaq is the returns aren't dragged down by the techs and the banks or the financials or even consumer staples, because Nasdaq is all IT, and in fact a lot of these ITs, the small and the medium,
So you're
they're
you're
help.
you're, you're all tech. You don't have anything else.
I don't know. I've got Bitcoin as well. I've got the mid caps. I have what else do I have? I have international property as well. Um, what else do I have? Mid caps. Oh, I bought this. Fuck, man, I bought this ETF where they buy games. You know, like EA Sports. That ETF where they buy games. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, that hasn't done too well. But my Nasdaq, where majority of my money is, that's done pretty well. My Bitcoin hasn't done well either. I
Yeah,
bought.
I had Bitcoin. I sold it. I don't want to fuck with that anymore.
Oh, did you? Did you sell it at a profit?
No, I actually sold it at a slight loss, to be honest.
Dude, my profit was huge. Once it was a 125 US.
Yeah, I didn't
Uh,
have it. I didn't have it very long.
Dude, I was telling everybody at work this is going to reach a million soon. And some people actually took my advice, and now it's from 125, it's now at 65,000. I'm not. Sometimes I do hide myself in the office because of that. You know what I mean? Because
Why?
because they kind of like blame you behind your back. Because dude, it's a lot of money, man. Like from 125, if you invest 50 grand and you kept it, dude, that 50 grand is now 25,000.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Bitcoin because it's too volatile for me.
Very volatile.
I don't like volatile stuff. Like my
I'm
my
just gonna
my
keep it.
my stuff my stuff right now is only up like 13.5% this year.
Yeah, you gotta keep it. You gotta like just
I
keep
just
it.
hold it. I just hold it.
Yeah, just hold it. Like, because it will get there. Um,
Lifetime on my assets, I've made about 22% so
yeah,
far.
that's not bad.
Yeah. So I'll take it.
But yeah, hey Beebs, I'll definitely will. I'll actually try and. The only time I'm always in the East Coast, always in July, June, July, or August around that time. Next time I'm gonna go there in the NBA season, like November. I know it's cold, uh, but because you always hit me up here all the time, I'll buy you that Boston Celtics ticket.
Oh,
Like,
I appreciate that, man.
yeah, man. Like, what's it? Well, if what's his name? Is your friend there? What's his name? Lorta. If Lorta is, I know he's not in
Yeah, he
Massachusetts.
lives in Ohio.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's a long way, man. By the way, how did you guys meet up? How did you know each other?
I met him from Robbie.
Oh, Robbie. Yeah, yeah.
And
So
then
does Robbie live in Ohio too?
now he lives in California.
Oh man, you got all you guys are like all over, like so
I've
far
met so
away.
many I've met so many friends on here, bro.
Hey,
I've known Eric since 2016. I've known Eric for 10 years. I've done the show with Eric for 10 over 10 years now because
but do you guys meet in person?
never.
Oh man, you guys
You
gotta.
know who
Hey,
I met?
dude,
You know who I met in person a few times? Nestor Gibbs.
Nestor. Oh yeah, but you guys were business partners, weren't you?
Yeah, to some degree, yeah. If you want to say, if you want to call it that.
But didn't you have to go into the studio? You have to meet him because you're in the studio,
No,
aren't
I
you?
didn't go into the studio. I did a few fights with him at Foxwoods,
Uh huh.
and I met him there.
Oh, right.
I would
Well,
have
maybe.
I would
Yeah,
have gone to the studio like he was talking before, because he lives in Florida now. But when he was living in New Jersey, he was
it's
saying, yeah, he was saying like we should get a studio like in Connecticut or something. We should just meet in Connecticut and do shows in Connecticut.
nah, dude. Don't do business in boxing, man. There's no money in it.
Nah, there's no
Like,
money in it. I would never do it. I would never depend on this for a living.
although there are some people who do. Nestor, he makes money on boxing,
Ness
right?
does well. Ness does well.
And
Ness found,
what are we looking at? Like 100,000, 150?
I would say Ness makes. I don't want to put his business out there, but he does well. I don't want to put it.
Okay.
I know what he. I kind of have an idea what he makes because people that work over there told me what he makes. But and this was
Dude,
years ago, so he's probably making more now.
it's a hustle, man.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got a lot of sponsors. He's got a lot of people paying him on like Patreon and Snapchat, like these fucking these what are these super chats they have and the Cash App. A lot of people give him money, so and his ad revenue is pretty good too. So he's probably got members, subscribers, members,
and that's
super
good for
chats.
him.
Yeah,
Dude, boxing is a hard slog, man. It's not like these people who go overseas like for holidays and they record their holidays and then they get all of these views and
videos.
people sponsor them and stuff. In boxing, dude, it's a hard. I only know really two people who make money out of boxing: Nestor and Showbiz the adult, like who are independent. I mean, who are independent.
Marcos Villegas makes pretty good money too.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't count because didn't he used to work for HBO?
No, I think he used to work for Fox.
Yeah, Fox. No. I mean, like us guys, independent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not too many of us that make money on boxing because it's hard, man. Like, if I were you, like, I would work for a company or like, like with Maestro, like, be a
I already got a good job. I work for the city. I have a municipality job, so I'm not really.
But B, so don't you have a pension as well from the army?
I got a pension from for the city. I
No, no,
only
no.
I was only in the army for like 3 years.
Yeah, but don't you get something for that?
No,
Oh, really?
you have to do 20 years to get a pension in the army.
Oh, shit. So you got nothing from that from your service?
Yeah, I got some medals. I got some. I get like military benefits if I want to like get discounts on stuff. I can go to like certain place. I can get like certain special rates on loans if I want to buy something. I can get like a military rate, but nothing crazy. No.
Hey, babes, when we go to Boston, we have to go to your those famous buffets that you guys have.
Oh yeah,
There's
those places are nice. Yeah.
we don't have buffets here. Like those things are not popular here. Like you guys have buffets. Like it's like you got a choice of like so many different foods. Like even when I went to Las Vegas, I said, "Hey, why don't you try the buffet?" Back then it was around $50. I was thinking $50, man, because I don't eat that much. I was thinking,
Oh,
nah,
you're not a big eater.
nah, nah. Because I only weigh about 147, 150 pounds. That's
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Wow, you're small, huh?
How much do you weigh?
Right now, I'm like 198.
Oh, holy shit, you're a cruiserweight.
I used to be 227 pounds a couple of months, like about back in March.
Yeah.
I was
Oh, okay.
fat. I put on a lot of weight in the winter, and then I had to take it all off because I felt like shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm about 6 feet, maybe 6 feet 1/2 inch. I got some muscle to me though, man. See, I'm a pretty decent sized guy.
Hey, Beast, when was the last time we went to a boxing fight, like live?
Um, shit, probably 2000. I went to New Hampshire maybe I want to say 3 years ago,
Yeah.
2023.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went to New Hampshire. I went to see a card. I saw this girl fight, Shayna Fabiano.
Oh, okay.
Took
Cool.
a nice picture with her.
What's her name? Katie Taylor is retiring soon.
One more fight.
Yeah, last fight
She li- she lives in Connecticut.
that's where she trains, isn't she?
No, she moved there. She got married to like a banker guy that lives in Connecticut. She's got a house in Connecticut now.
A
She lives in
banker.
New, she lives in New England.
Dude, Katie Taylor is rich herself, man.
Yeah,
That fight, that Puerto Rican girl, she got paid $1 million for each of those fights.
more than that.
Yeah, more than that.
She gets $1 million minimum for whoever she fights. That's her purse.
But B, I don't understand why women do this. If you have a lot of money, why would you marry someone who's above you? Like what?
You
Like for
don't
us
you don't
guys.
you don't understand how this works. It's called hypergamy. Women always date up, man. They never date down.
Hmm.
That's their instinct. They always want someone that makes more than them. They want because instinctively a woman wants a man to be the provider and protector.
But she can
This
be a protector and a provider at the same time.
guy guys don't a real alpha male type guy is not going to want that. No one's going to want a girl to take care of them.
Yeah. I know, but I'm just talking about financially here. Like, if you're a female and you're a millionaire, dude,
She
go
probably
apply.
does make. It's possible that she does make more than him. I don't know.
Isn't he a banker? No, dude, bankers make a lot of money, man.
Yeah, but she's making millions. He's not making millions, probably.
Yeah.
Come on. What does a
No,
banker make?
like the,
A banker makes good money. I'm not gonna like probably. What does a good banker make? Like maybe 150,000, 200.
yeah, per annum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with- There's not, that's good money. I'm not sneezing at it, but
But what I'm saying is, if I was rich, I'm not gonna go out with some CEO, female, fucking,
yeah, because you're a guy.
you know what I mean?
You're a guy.
I wouldn't go out. I'll probably go out with someone who I can control a little bit.
That's what
Okay.
guys like to control the relationship.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the leader.
How come you're not married, Bibs?
Selfish.
Same, same, same.
It's not a good quality to have, but I don't
No,
know. I like getting up, doing my
no.
own thing. I like doing what I want when I want.
The same, Bibs. We're the same. I'm selfish too.
And it's not. I
Uh,
mean, I'm a kind person. I'm a generous person. But when it comes to my time, I'm a little bit selfish. I have to admit that.
yeah, yeah.
I get up at like 2:30, 3 in the morning. I go on my treadmill for 2 hours. I go to the gym. Want to go out and do things with people. Go out to dinner with my friends, or hang out with the honey dips. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, I like. I see. I've never. I've had a. When I was in my early 20s, I did have a long-term relationship. I really, I'm not into like being with one person all the time. Like, I don't know. Maybe,
I'm not a good boyfriend, man. A girl deserves better than me because
yeah.
I'm not going to give her what she wants.
Also, dude, sometimes if you get with the wrong person, dude, they will clean you out.
Yeah.
Like,
And plus, here's another thing too. Sad to say, I don't mind going on a date, spending a couple $100 every now and then, but I don't want to split my shit with anybody.
dude, Beebs, Luka Doncic, who's about to get a divorce, his wife wants 30 million straight up as a lump sum, and she also wants an ongoing payment like 3,000 per month or something. What the fuck? 30 million? Like
She'll
30
get
million?
it.
What? They don't even have kids.
She'll get it.
Yeah, that's because it's the American system, and it's designed for like females to get money.
Why they don't do
Like,
that in Australia?
now ours is more of, British. It's the British system, which is probably not as. Now, American ones are worse. Like
So what
it's,
happens? What happens if you get divorced in Australia? How do they do the divvy up the cash?
I think it's 50-50. It
Same thing
depends on
here.
how long you've been. It depends on how long you.
Then they got
And
this shit. They have this like, common law marriage bullshit over here too, where if you live with someone for enough time, then like they can. It's like common law stuff. It's crazy.
Now I like being single, Beebs, because yeah, well, as I said before, I don't want anyone in the house except for me because work is friggin' mayhem, man. It's mayhem, especially when you're dealing with money. it's mayhem. I don't. And then when I get out of that environment and go home, I want peace and tranquility. I don't want any noise. Like, I want to watch whatever I want. I want to take whoever I want in the house. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Beebs? Because I want to be selfish. Because it's my life, man. Like, you know what I mean?
How old are you now?
Unlike in the 1950s, Beebs, me and you would be married right now. We'd have 3 or 4 kids.
How old are you right now?
49.
Oh, you're that old?
What about you?
I'll be 57 in December.
Holy shit, 57?
Yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm old.
Damn, man, you're an age pensioner soon.
I'm old as fuck.
Are your both parents still alive?
No, they passed away. Sad. It's very sad.
Same. Because when both of my parents passed away, I thought of my own, not death, but I try and once they both passed away, I tried and experienced stuff just in case because both of my parents passed away prematurely, and a lot of that stuff is hereditary. And I gotta admit, I don't think I'd live past 70 myself. So you try and I want to get this home loan paid off as fast as possible so that I can gain more experiences. You know what I mean, Beeps? Because life is short, man. Far out. That's why I wanted to go to that Tim Zoo fight.
Yeah.
And also next week I'm going to a motocross. You know, motocross, the not BMX, like it's an actual a bike. It's a race, motocross.
Yeah.
Dude, life is short, man. Dude, hey Beebs, I even watched a Lake Swan. I'm not into like that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to experience it once. And you know what, Beebs? It was really good. I liked it. Like I was thinking, oh wow, this isn't my crowd. But Swan Lake, who was written by Tchaikovsky, he was a Russian composer. Because I bought the what's it called too, the pamphlet. Because I don't know what's going on. Like dude, Beeps, it was really good, man. Like for someone who's a boxing fan, who's going to a different environment, completely different environment. Beeps, it was really good. I was so impressed. Like I was thinking, wow. No, I'm not gonna go again, but it was really good. Like you know what I mean, Beeps? Like it was something that I wish maybe I wish I would took my parents with me too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you seen Swan Lake? It's a ballet.
No, but I'll tell you this. It's kind of on a different level. I remember growing up, I used to go to the Nutcracker Suite all the time,
Oh yeah. That's
and I
Tchaikovsky.
actually did enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's not something that like that I would like. I'm not into everything ballet, but some of the ballet, the stories and stuff, it's kind of fun. It is kind of fun.
Evander Holyfield used to do ballet.
Yeah, I could probably get into it.
Lomachenko too. Lomachenko as well.
Yeah, I probably could get into it, but it's not something that I would like do all the time. Like I'd be
No,
like,
I did like it. Yeah, as you know, they have interims. What do they call them?
intermissions.
Intermissions. Yeah. So we went outside, and I was thinking, dude, this is not my crowd. There's too many bohemian. There's too many gay people here. Like I was thinking, ooh, I better just go on my go to the toilet and just stay there for a while. Like it wasn't my crowd. You know what I mean, Beavis? It was
Yeah, you just don't fit in. You don't fit in.
yeah. Because I'm a sports fan. You know what I mean. But I still wanted to see it just to experience it. So if anyone out there, dude, life is short. You gotta you could go at any time, man. Who knows? You know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're right.
It's something that my parents did not do. My parents only went to the Philippines, and I told them, you two, you have to go somewhere else other than going to the Philippines every single year. Go to Singapore at least. That's an Asian country, but they didn't want to. They only wanted to do Filipino stuff, and I was thinking, look, that made them happy. But for me, that's not me. I want to go to Europe, which I have gone to Europe. I want to go to Egypt. Even I want to see the pyramids, stuff. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Vince?
You like to travel?
I used to, because when I didn't have a house, I was just renting. Obviously, got a lot of cash. I used to travel a lot to Europe.
Do you
Um,
find that when you bought the house, your cash is like a little bit tighter?
oh yeah. Also, I used to. You're right, and I also used to go from one job to another because I wanted to be happy. Now, after once I got my mortgage, I stayed in that company because I'm scared that if I move, I might get redundant. So it does give you stability once you have a mortgage. Once you have a mortgage, it's a forced saving exercise.
How many years have you had the house for so far?
Maybe 5 years. I reckon I took out a 30-year loan, but I'll probably pay it off in 10 years. So because
That's good.
I'm not going on holidays because I want to pay it off as soon as I can because every single money that I have, I put it into the offset account, and then once I pay it off, then I'll be financially independent.
Are you able to put money into your savings, or is everything going to the mortgage right now?
Yeah, it's going to the mortgage. Also, I have an investment loan as well, so there's not much room there. Um, I also look, to be honest with you, I do have a side piece as well that's quite expensive. And I have a hobby as well. I like to collect Jordan shoes. So I've got like 12 Jordan shoes which I haven't worn at all. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I haven't worn them. Like it's still on their box. Um, but the side piece one, that's the one that is hurting a lot because it's expensive, man. Like to maintain. I mean, but like us guys,
What do
we
you
have
mean it's expensive to maintain?
because she wants stuff, man. Like perfume here and there. Like because I don't want a wife that.
You got to put the brakes on that.
Well, how come?
You can't be spending money on a side piece like that, man. Please.
But if I don't be, she's gonna go with someone else. Like, and I really like her physically. You know what I mean? I
All
don't
right,
like
all
her.
right.
You know what I mean? Because
Is she Filipino too?
no, no,
No,
she's Caucasian.
Caucasian.
Yeah, but because us guys, we have needs, man. Like, you know what I mean? They have needs too. She keeps telling me women have needs too. So,
Gotcha. How old is she?
she is late 30s.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Well,
It would have been.
Just be careful.
No, no, no. We're not together. We're not together.
All right.
Like she has. In fact, I don't know what she does. Like, we have an arm's length. I wouldn't even say relationship. Like, you know.
Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits.
No, no, no. It's a little bit deeper than that. No, no, no. It's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not one of those because I don't have a lot of money, man. Like, but I do. But like I do treat her like we go to like the ballet, for example. We go to, like if we go to dinner, but it's not like we're not girlfriend boyfriend or anything. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And she doesn't sleep over. You know what I mean?
She
Uh,
goes home.
Now, because she likes home, like she's comfortable in her home, like so I have to go there, like you know what I mean, like I don't know, I think it's because I'm a guy and it's the house is a little dirty, like because I don't
Gotcha.
clean that much, because dude, I'm a guy, man, like
I have a cleaner come in like twice a month to come in and clean the house.
not me 6 months, beeps, because it costs $120 to clean, so I have to do it every 6 months, like I don't want to do it every 3 months, that still costs me a lot
Yeah,
of money.
I have the girl come like every sometimes usually once a month I have her come, but sometimes twice a month. But I give her I give her 100.
Oh, you definitely have more money than me. Far out. That's the same. Yeah, he charges me the same amount,
Yeah,
120 actually.
I pay her 100. She comes with a girl though. It's a Brazilian girl. She usually brings someone with her. Sometimes she even brings her husband with her. But now she's got another girl doing it with her. And
But basically, if you're the only one in the house, what mess could you make?
no, I actually have my brother living with me too. But he's never here. He like we work. I work during the day. He works during the night. So we never really see each other. But yeah, he pays for half of it.
Hey, Beebs, I'm jealous of you, man. You
Yeah, I
know
pay.
why?
My expenses are very low.
No, no, I'm jealous of you, Beebs. You know why?
Why?
You and your brother, you get along, and you are living on the same house. Me and my brothers, we don't get along. My two
Oh
brothers,
yeah, me and
we
my
get along.
brother we argue sometimes, but we still it's just like it's not earth shattering that we just get like in discussions about stuff. Like
Now
we argue about sports a lot.
yeah.
Sometimes he'll bring up shit like politics with me and try to argue with me about that.
Now
But
because
it's nothing bad.
sorry.
It's not. I mean, we get like arguments, but it's nothing really bad.
Now ours is bad because we had a fallout when the estate had to be divided. So I don't think we're gonna see each other for a while, long time.
Oh
I
yeah,
reckon
it's tough. It's always tough when that stuff happens.
because one of my brother got the lion's share of the estate, and yeah, that didn't go down too well, especially for me because I contributed the most to that family. Um, but hey,
Yeah,
it is.
that's a bad thing when that happens because money is kind of like an indication. It's a measure of worth. So when one gets more than the other, it makes you
Mhm.
feel like, oh, did my parents care about him more than they cared about me? I've seen that happen in a lot of families. So
But
you're
I reckon when if I live through 80, yeah, I'll probably meet him, but not at the moment. It's too much, like, because I was because he
do the other family members resent him too?
yeah, because he contributed the least, because he's the youngest, right? So I'm guessing he's the favorite. Um,
What happens is sometimes the parents will give it to the person they think needs it the most.
that's true. That's true. Because he lived with my
That's why they do it.
but he had a job there.
Yeah.
He was in his when my mum died. He was in his early 40s. He was still living at home with my mum, but he wasn't taking care of her. Like he was using that house as a like a hotel. But my mum thought that, as what you assumed, that he needed the money more. But the thing is, he had a job, and my mum also paid for all the bills, the food. All of his salary went to his bank account. You know what I mean? He didn't pay for anything. He didn't pay for rent. He didn't pay for food. Like, and my brother and my other brother, we were like, what? Like, so we go out of the house, we fund for ourselves, and then at the end he gets everything. Like what?
Yeah.
And I look, guys, with estate. Now that we're on this age, I know, Beavis, your parents are all gone, but if someone whose parents are still alive, you can actually contest the estate. You can actually make a an agreement with my like because what we agreed on as brothers, right? We said okay, one third for everyone, right? One third. Uh, but he hid that my little brother he hid behind his lawyer, and then he changed his mind to say no, no, we're just gonna follow what the will says. Uh, because I don't have any kids and I have a job. Same with my other brother. We couldn't contest. We couldn't win it. Like we had to follow what the will says, and we got very little. And for, and for him to, I don't know. It's I'm not ready to forgive him for that. Like because if he was a real brother, he would have shared his one third each. Like
Yeah.
because dude, I've got a mortgage, man. He doesn't have a mortgage. That house my parents have, they live in a nice area too.
Did
It's
they leave
worth.
the house to him too?
Sorry.
Did they leave the house to him too?
Yes, yes. That house is also in a very nice area, right? So I'm guessing he's probably going to sell that, and but what I'm saying is, because when they were young, I used to work at McDonald's. I used to buy them Nintendo, like I know that doesn't seem much nowadays, like. But what I'm saying is, I was like, dude, you're my brother. You're supposed to share that with me, like. And you didn't even earn any of that. That was our parents' money. And when you were there, right, you were treating the house like a hotel. You didn't even help my mom and my dad. You know what I mean? Like you didn't
Yeah.
even contribute to anything. I was thinking, like, you know what I mean, Beep? So I was
It's a
thinking,
tough situation. Yeah.
I'm not like if he calls me, I don't want to meet him. Like not
Does he ever reach out to you?
no, never. I'm the one that reached out to him. he never reaches out to us because he's a very seclusive. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's a weirdo, but he's very reclusive guy. Uh, and the fact that he hid behind his lawyer, that really pissed me off. Like, because we could have solved it together, but he wanted to keep everything, right? And I was thinking, look, if you want to be like that, all right, fine. Like, I didn't like. I didn't say to the lawyer, "Hey, let's contest this even further. Let's take it to the high court." I didn't do that because it'll cost me. It cost me heaps because he was the executor of the will. So
Yeah, the executor of the will always gets a little bit more.
no, but he can use the money in the estate to fund the legal expense. Whereas with
Sure.
me and my other brother, we have to fund it from our own pocket. And as you know, lawyers they charge per second. And I was thinking to myself, look, that's what my mom wanted. All good,
That's what
right?
she wanted,
But look,
unfortunately.
if my brother ever had cancer and he wanted an extra kidney, don't call me.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But look, I'm saying that right now at age 49. But if I'm 80, whatever, like like you gotta let it
Believe
heal.
it or
Like
not, believe it or not, you'll get over it.
yeah, of
It'll
course.
change. It'll change. I've
But
had situations
not,
with when
but
I
not in
was
the short term.
yeah, when I was younger, I was like that to some people, but not anymore. You just learn that life's too short, and sometimes you learn to forgive. Sometimes it depends on what's done to you because everything's different. You know, with certain things it's hard to forgive, but something like that, yeah, you'll probably get over that. You
What
know.
happened to you, Bees, with your parents? Was it equal or?
No, because we got a lot, we got a good amount, but whoever the executor of the will is usually gets a little bit more. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, yeah, we got a good amount. Yeah, we got a good amount.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel really sorry for like Beeps for my dad because he contributed the most, but he was the least happiest. And that's I think the part of the reason why I'm single too, Beeps, is because I didn't want to live his life. Like
Well, usually the man of the house has to go out there and make the most sacrifice. You know,
yes,
he's the provider, so he has to
yes,
work all the long hours and
yes.
deal with all the stress of bringing home the finances and stuff.
But Beeps, what he got back, he got the least. Like when he was alive, like he got the least love. He got the least like. I know that's like a mentality that baby boomers have because they're very into family orientated stuff like that. But I felt like uh, when I saw that Beeps, I was thinking, no, that's not gonna be me, man. I'm not gonna like suffer like that. I'm gonna enjoy my life. You know what? I know that sounds super selfish, but like, dude, it's my life, man. Like, I just I don't think I can do that life. You know what I mean, dudes?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice. Then if you have kids, kids can be very rewarding, but they also take a lot of time and they're very expensive. So
No, they're not rewarding after they're out of the house.
yeah, well, my friend has a daughter, and I see like he goes to the games and watches her play sports and does a lot of activities with her and stuff. He's very happy, you know. But he makes good money, my friend. My friend and his wife both make good money. They're pretty well off. So, you know, when you have a lot of money, and you could
Oh, it
do
helps.
do a lot for your kids, it becomes different, you know.
Oh, when you have a lot of money, it helps, man.
People like to downplay money and everything, but it's
Nah,
just
nah, money makes you happy, dude. Uh, the more money you have, because the more freedom you have, like you
yeah.
can do stuff, like you know what I mean?
It's good to have security, you know.
But
Be
because
able
I
to,
reckon if I was a millionaire, I still wouldn't get married. I'd be saying I'd probably have three or four side
yeah.
pieces.
When you have a lot of money, you always have to worry about protecting your assets from others too, you know, because everyone's trying to beat you. So
Hey, Beavis, paying off a mortgage, dude, and working in an office 9 to 5, sometimes eight to 6. You got to do overtime, which you don't get paid for. To do that from 22 to age 65, dude, that drains you, man. Working in the office, people think it's easy. Dude, it's freaking hard. It's very mentally draining, man. You know, Some of these people you work with, dude, they're not the nicest people on earth.
Yeah, I'm lucky. My job's pretty laid back.
What do you do, Bruce? What's your occupation?
Um, I work for the city of Revere. I'm a municipal code inspector, so I just enforce health code ordinances. Yeah,
You have to deal with a lot of people.
not really, not really.
Dude, that's,
A lot of the things I do are exterior stuff.
dude, that's the perfect job, man.
Yeah. So
Dude, you love it, man.
yeah, my job's pretty good. Job's pretty good. But,
Mm.
but yeah, I'm gonna head out, little Penny. It's
No
been
worries,
on for a
man.
little while. We'll catch up. These people are getting a little bit mad that we're. This kid goes, "Is this boxing or therapy?" But I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in a while, so it's always good to kind of catch up to you. You are like a friend to me. So I consider you a friend. So
No
you,
worries.
I have
Hey,
no
babes,
problem.
that thing about Boston, that's a promise.
Yeah,
Like, I don't break promises. That's gonna happen. However, we have to keep in touch so that because
I'm gonna give you my email address, right? And I'm gonna put my email address in the
oh
chat,
yeah, let me copy it.
and then you can copy it.
That'll be in the private chat. Yeah.
No, I don't mind if these people have my email because if I don't like them, I can always block them. I'll just send them my email. I'll look,
I'll put it on my phone. So
and then
I'll
you
probably,
can.
you know what, Beebs? I'll probably surprise you. I'll just say, "Hey, Beebs, I'm in Boston. Come to watch the
Yeah,
Celtic game with me." Hold on.
yeah. This is my email.
Outlook. Oh man, isn't Outlook a business?
No, it's a regular one. I have like 6 email addresses.
Outlook. We use Outlook too, but only for work.
Yeah,
MS.
we use it for work too.
Oh, so this is your work
No,
email?
no, that's not my work. I have it. My other one's it's Outlook, but it's Revere. It's revere.org is my work email.
Hey, Beebs, we gotta go to that. What's it called? So after the basketball game, we have to go to the buffet. Your America's famous buffet. Like,
Yeah, I'll show you some good buffets out there.
yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, my shout too, by the way, Beebs. Don't worry about it. My shout, because now I'm going to your country.
Yeah, I'll show you some good stuff out here, man. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it.
What
You'll have
about
some fun.
what about strip clubs? We're gonna go strip club
Yeah,
or not?
then I'll give you my like when you email me. I'll give you my WhatsApp if you want to call me on WhatsApp or if you want to because if you can't really call me on the phone because it'll be too much money. But I talk to guys like even on Twitter. I don't think you're on social media, but
Nah,
I
man.
talk to people on Twitter like they call me on Twitter or like they call me on WhatsApp.
Hmm.
But we can hook up on WhatsApp if ever you want to call me or something.
I don't even have WhatsApp. I don't even know
Uh,
what that is.
you don't have any social media, huh?
No, I got YouTube.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So you have to. So the only way we can communicate is on email, then I
Well,
guess.
or I'll email you. So I've already written it down.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right,
But
man.
this is
Go
like
ahead.
6 years from now, man. So
All right. We'll catch
yeah.
up though.
All
Have a
right,
good one,
man.
man. Take care,
You too,
everybody.
dude. All
All
right,
right. Be
bye.
good.